Green Tree Productions is proud to present Duncanville Weekly News. It's the good news just for the City of Champions, Duncanville, Texas. And now, here's your host, John Thompson.
Hello, world, America, Texas, and Duncanville, and welcome to this edition of Duncanville Weekly News for the second week of October 2017. Glad you're logged on and watching. Well, once again, we've got the highlights of the Panthers' big win over the Cedar Hill Horns, Cedar Hill team. But first, this coming weekend, if you're not doing anything, you must be sick, because Duncanville is going to be very busy. And here's the promo for a couple of things that are going to be going on.
The 2017 Smokin' Blues and Barbecue Festival, October 13th and 14th at Armstrong Park in Duncanville. Friday night has the All-Star Charity Blues Jam. Saturday's lineup includes the Straight Street Blues Band, Andrew Jr. Boy and Kerry Levi Jones, Larry Lampkin, and Michael Lee in the Wartime Limousine. KCBS Barbecue Cook-Off, food vendors, arts and crafts, custom car show, and kids activities. The Smokin' Blues and Barbecue Festival, Friday and Saturday, October 13th and 14th in Duncanville's Armstrong Park. Smokin' BluesBarbecueFest.com.
Howdy, my name is Casey Cheshire, Duncanville alumni, class of 2000, and the race director for the 4th annual Heart of Duncanville 5K. Come take part in a 5K race or 1 mile fun run on Saturday, October 14th at Ben Franklin Apothecary. All proceeds from the event benefit the Education Foundation in providing grants to local teachers. After the race, there will be a concert by the Shane Bell Band, bounce houses, door prizes for runners, and much more. Register at www.heartofduncanville5k.com or at Ben Franklin Apothecary on Main Street. So come join us on October 14th and support the Duncanville ISD Education Foundation.
It's Texas, it's fall, it's high school football time in Duncanville, and the Panthers Den Show on Duncanville Weekly News with highlights of last week's Panther football game and a preview of this week's game. And now, here's John with all the DHS Panthers football game highlights.
Hello, Duncanville football fans, and welcome back to the Panthers Den Show. Well, the Panthers kept it rolling last Friday night in Cedar Hill, and here's how.
It was a beautiful evening in Cedar Hill for this rivalry match with the Longhorns. Captains are Marcus, Josh Qualls, Keyshawn, and Terrence. The Longhorns won the reenactment toss and deferred, so the Panthers will set up to receive the opening game kickoff. It's been a few years since the Panthers have won this game. But thoughts were that the Panthers had a chance this year. Looked like the Duncanville fans outnumbered the Cedar Hill fans, as we are ready to go. Oh, or are we? An onside kick, and it's covered by the Longhorns at the Panther 48-yard line. Wow, what a start. So it's 3rd and 6, and this Longhorn pass is picked off by Gerald Bowie. And he takes it all the way back for a pick six. 64 yards. Here's another angle. What a start to this game. And nobody celebrated this more than Gerald. Josh does his deal, and with 1:16 gone in the game, it's 7-0 Panthers. After the ensuing kickoff, with the tackle made by Darian Harris, the Longhorns ran 6 plays and punted, and then the Panthers punted back, and then the Longhorns punted back. Then on their second down, this pass is picked off by James Johnson, and he takes it pretty much untouched. 67 yards for yet another pick six. Here's another angle. What a start. Josh adds the PAT. So now with still 2 minutes left in the first quarter, it's 14-0 Panthers. And the kickoff and 3 plays and a Longhorn punt ended the first quarter.
The Panthers Den is sponsored by the Wolverton Company, serving the Duncanville, Southwest Dallas area for over 78 years. Wolverton has been a proud sponsor of Duncanville Weekly News since their day one in 1991. From H.W. to Thomas to Keith and Matthew, Wolverton provides the best heating and air conditioning service there is. Call them at 972-296-COOL. That's 972-296-2665.
To open the second quarter, it looks like Ray Maldonado misses a block, and Trezon is hit from behind and coughs up the ball. Back to Cedar Hill. The Longhorns have 3rd and 13, and some good pass defense by James Johnson forces yet another Cedar Hill punt, and yet another interesting situation as punt receiver Carlin Howard lets the ball bounce right in front of him, but the ball bounces away from him, untouched. But it sure looks like he had to touch it, and the official initially ruled that he did and gave the ball back to the Longhorns. But wait, Coach Samples wants to review this call, and he has a way with these officials. The head official comes over and silently whispers to Coach Samples that they made the wrong call and that Carlin did not touch the ball. And Coach Samples thanks him. First down Panthers, but a few plays later, Keelan is stripped of the ball after a nice run. So the ball goes back to the Longhorns. Cedar Hill runs 3 plays and lines up to punt once again, but this time Jalen Walker blocks the kick, and as he tries to cover the ball, it's ripped away from him, and the loose ball is recovered by the Panthers, one of them. There's about 8 in the pile on the Cedar Hill 7-yard line. 2 plays later, it's time for Keelan. He takes it to pay dirt. Josh PAT is good. Now it's 21-0 midway through the second quarter. After the ensuing touchback kickoff by Josh, on second down, the Cedar Hill Longhorns are on their 15-yard lines. The quarterback is flushed out of the backfield, and Blake Thomas and Gabe Blanton cause a fumble that's scooped up by Keyshawn, who takes it to the house. Josh does his deal again. There's still 4 minutes left in the half, but nothing interesting happened. So we go to halftime with the Panthers 28-0.
James Memorial Chapel is the only family-owned funeral home in Duncanville and is proud to offer caring and dedicated services from familiar friends. Rick James and his family, the owners of James Memorial Chapel and Funeral Home, have served Duncanville area families in their time of loss since 1998. A beautiful and spacious chapel is offered, and James serves all cemeteries. When it comes to finding people you can trust in a time of need, you can turn to James Memorial Chapel. No one else knows families better. 811 South Cockrell Hill in Duncanville.
Leon Miller Commercial Properties is a proud sponsor of the Panthers Den Show on Duncanville Weekly News, as he enjoys helping to promote our DHS athletes as no one else does. Leon owns office and retail space in the heart of Duncanville on Main Street. If you are looking for convenient, accessible, and well-kept space for rent, call Leon at 972-709-7181. He will fix you up.
The teams exchanged punts on their first possessions in the third quarter. And after Cedar Hill had punted again, Keelan goes for 15 yards through the Longhorn 25-yard line. And then after a penalty, Trezon completes this pass to Isaac Smith for 20 yards to the Cedar Hill 11. It's Keelan time. Big hole. And a face from the recent past in athletics is in the house. Josh adds the PAT. And with 3 minutes left in the third quarter and not missing anything after three, it's 35-0. Duncanville Panthers.
A longtime sponsor of the Panthers Den Show on Duncanville Weekly News is Benjamin Franklin Plumbing, your punctual plumber. Rick and Jamie have been serving the plumbing needs for the Duncanville area since 1984. Remember, their slogan is, if there's any delay, it's you we pay. Make an appointment and be confident that they will be there on time. Call 972-298-6054 and see for yourself. That's Benjamin Franklin Plumbing.
The Panthers have the ball at the Cedar Hill 49 to open the fourth quarter, and Keelan goes for 29 yards into the red zone. And then 2 plays later, it's Warren Calhoun for the final 19 yards. And somehow the Longhorns blocked the extra point attempt. So a minute into the fourth quarter, it's now 41-0 Panthers. After the Panthers kicked off, the Longhorns ran 5 plays before making their 10th punt of this game. On third down, Trezon completes to Jamal Hamilton for a first down. But the Panthers ran out of downs on the next series, and Cedar Hill has it at the Panther 32-yard line. The Panthers were penalized for almost half that distance to the Cedar Hill goal line. And it's a 24-yard pass to the edge of the end zone over James Johnson. And he got it. He caught it. 3 solid steps in bounds. They scored with 11 seconds to make it 41-6, but as was not the case at the beginning, everybody knew it was going to be an onside kick. And the Panthers covered up. Gerald Bowie runs out of the pile with the ball. And it's time for the coach's favorite play. Take a knee and watch that clock go to 0. Final, Panthers 41 and the Cedar Hill Shorthorns 6. but it wasn't that close. And it's time for Danny Noah and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Hey, congratulations, both teams. I know this is just like the game of life, but first of all, I want to just tell Coach Samples and the Duncanville Panthers, congratulations. This is a big deal. It's more than football, but we know we like to win, we like to compete, and we like to do it the right way, and both of you guys did that tonight, and so I want to say congratulations, Coach.
Each show, we have a play of the week. And in Cedar Hill, it happened early in the first quarter when the Panthers touched the ball for the first time. Cedar Hill had
a 3rd and 6 and chose to make a pass, and Gerald Bowie intercepts and takes it to the house. A pick 6 to start this Longhorn barbecue. And that's why it's the play of the week.
The play of the week is brought to us by the Pope Financial Group of Raymond James and Associates. See John at 222 East Wheatland Road or call 972-780-0533 for your investment needs.
Also every week we have a hit of the week, and in Cedar Hill there were many to choose from, but the one we chose
was right after the play of the week. In the first quarter, on the ensuing Panther kickoff, when Darian Harris makes this open field hit, which led to the second of the Longhorns' 10 punts in this game, and that's why it's the hit of the week.
The hit of the week is brought to us by Singla Dental. Your hometown dental office, Singla Dental, offers convenient, extended hours, and same-day appointments are available. Located at 541 West Wheatland with a website of www.singladental.com, and telephone number is 972-298-4677.
So we're 2 weeks deep now into the District 7 6A standings, and here's what they look like.
So 3 teams, the Panthers, DeSoto, and South Grand Prairie, have won both of their district games. Grand Prairie and Irving have split. Cedar Hill, MacArthur, and Nimitz are yet to win in district play.
This week, District 7 6A goes into week 3, and for the Panthers,
this week it's back to the Friday nights and 7:30 games, as the Panthers will travel over to Irving Nimitz to play the Vikings. They are 0-2 in district action, and it should be a cakewalk for the Panthers.
We'll be back on October the 17th with highlights of that game, as well as highlights of the 5K Heart of Duncanville run, of the barbecue and blues, and maybe other things. As we close, let's see some highlights from the Duncanville High School volleyball team as they played last week. And we'll see you October the 17th.